her once boyfriend. Now they are married.
Oh, okay.
Okay. When they were dating, she doesn't know how to cook.
How would your younger sister not know how to cook?
She doesn't know how to cook.
Shame on you. You are the elder sister. You're supposed to teach her that now. How would your younger sister
No,
know
she's
how
not
to
always around though. She will be jumping around the street.
cook? Anyway, what
So
happened
it's
now?
not my fault.
Mhm.
So when they were dating, she doesn't cook, they buy food. But now that they are married, the guy is complaining. And he doesn't complain then.
No, most boyfriend and girlfriends don't do cooking now. What is he doesn't complain there? Where are you supposed to do the cooking?
His house now, she visits him.
If you visit me, I'm going to take you out. Who cooks when visiting? Unless you really know how to
And
cook.
he knows she doesn't know how to cook.
He knows. How did he know?
I think she told me, she explained to him that she doesn't know how to cook, so because of that, they
No,
buy
no. You see the way I was even shocked when you said it. No normal person will hear I don't know how to cook. You think it's a joke now? A normal Nigerian lived in Nigeria, speaks the dialect, Abi, doesn't speak Yoruba. A Yoruba girl doesn't know how to cook. It's not possible. You might not be able to cook very well, like party jollof and all this.
She can cook indomie.
Yeah, that's cooking too now. So they will be eating indomie all the rest of their life for the rest of their lives.
Ha.
And so what's the husband saying now?
Now the guy is like, okay, it's either you go back to your parents' house, go and learn how to cook, or you go and.
No, I don't think this story is right. You know why? Because most women who can cook, if a man still marries them, that means they are good at some things. You want me to say it?
Yes.
They are good at the other room. Because there must be something you are good at. A man will not just marry you now. Either he sees you with money, or he sees your family with money. Either he sees you with some incredible beauty that he can't take his eye off, or you are very good, cooking, or you are good in the other room. One of these elements must happen before a man marries you. Or if you are the first love, sometimes you love somebody in secondary school and then you feel like you owe them your life. Also, a girl that has something must be somewhere before you marry a person. For example, I married my wife the day I saw my mother-in-law. Because at that point, I think she was about 50, 58, and she looked like she was 32. So I'm like, this is your mother? He said yes. And then my wife looked identical to the mother. They have the same height, the same look. Like if you see them, they're like split twins, but you just know that this person is a little older. But even at that time, I'm like, she's 58 years and she's looking like this. I'm like, I'm marrying this woman. Guess what? Fast forward to now. My wife is looking like she's 18 years old at 40 something. So that's to tell you that I was correct. But that was what triggered me majorly to marry. Because I'm like, oh, this would be nice if my wife gets to 60 years and she's looking like she's 30. So I like that. And that was why I got married. That must be a reason you got married to. So every other excesses, because you can't have it all. There's no woman that would, look, that's the disillusion with men. There's no woman that will know how to cook, like heavily, know how to do chores, and will be pretty sexy completely, like all the COVID, whatever you want. And then we have a rich family and also have a very solid job and will be as tall as you want. She'll still be as clean as you want. She's going to have accent and speak as you want. She's going to be able to deliver a child without no problem as you want. She's going to deliver beautiful children up to 5 like you want. Are you kidding me? She's going to serve the Lord and be a workaholic and also be a prayer warrior as you want. Come on. Even you as a man, do you have that? Nobody has everything full. So the narrative is, if you have a wife who doesn't know how to cook and she's good at other things, then you're going to work her, like help her become a good cook. We all have children, no? I've always said this to you. Tell everybody you know. They should stop complaining about their adult friend or husband or wife. Just treat everybody that is your partner as your child. If you give birth to a baby girl today,
so the husband is supposed to take care of the
child. Take care of her and teach her how to cook. What's the big deal about cooking? Add maggi, add salt. How is that a problem? But now, do they have children?
One.
Yes, male or female?
Male.
They will still teach that boy how to cook. They will teach that boy how to drive. They will teach that boy how to clean. But all of a sudden, you can't teach your wife. Everybody can be taught anything. But the problem is we just feel like, everybody should be responsible. You should know everything before you come to my house. No, it's even better you come to my house empty. So I can now teach you the value and the virtue that I want. That's better off than somebody who feels they know everything from their father's house and they will argue with you on everything. Can you imagine if you get a cook for that wife and the cook comes and you say, okay, it's cook, I'm going to employ you for the next 6 months. But part of the job is you're going to teach my wife everything. Market, how to share, portion, everything. You're going to do, and then the cook writes a timetable, continues to teach the wife. The wife, you buy a apron for them and all. You can even tell them to record the process and put it on social media. Everybody is going to like it. You are going to win husband of the year, and the wife is going to know how to cook both local dishes and culinary. What do they call foreign dish? Continental, intercontinental continental dishes. You know, they will know how to do all of that, and at the end of the day, you have a beautiful family. It's horrible that most people opt out of marriage at the slightest provocation they have. Anything that overwhelms them, they just want out of the marriage. Yeah, you are screaming as if outside of marriage is good. You were single before. You know, the funniest thing is, I was single before, it was strenuous. I'm married now, it's still strenuous, but one is better than the other. Because when you are single, everything about singlehood is rubbish. You know why I'm saying that? You are lonely, you commit sin, because you're going to be sleeping with somebody somewhere, because to satisfy your rubbish ego and rubbish urge, which is not good for prayers you are praying, is not even good for the community, because now you can sleep with 5, 6, 7 people, because you are not married, you are like a demon. You know, so everything is wrong. The loneliness is there. You don't have anybody to care for, so you are practically useless. Even goats have little goats they care for. Chickens will go and bring food and come and give the smaller chickens. That's how the ecosystem works. That's how God made the heaven and earth, for you to care for something. You care for your parents when they are old, you care for the new generation coming, you must care for something. But once you are single and all of a sudden you care for nothing, you just be carrying olosho and be going to club. You won't care for anything. You'll be wasting your resources, and you think you're enjoying life, but you're actually wasting away, and you're going to waste away your youth. And once that happens, you will wither faster than normal. And that's how you see all these celebrities that are into all of these drinking and smoking. You see the way they wither quick. They will still be 45, you think they're already 90. They just wither. I don't want to mention names, all these actors that act movies. Some of them are 50 something, but their life is already destroyed as if they are 100. Some will have HIV, some of them are wrinkled, like just because they, instead of them to invest in older generation, which is their parents, and the new generation, which is their children, they spend everything on themselves. And that's a waste of resources, waste of everything. So normally, singlehood is not even good. Marriage is better. You will have bad days, but you also have good days. So those good days will complement for the bad days, and that brings it to equality. So tell that your wives, whatever, even if the husband is not going to be as supportive. And that's another thing. Most of us nowadays are getting married like kids. You know, some people are 28, they are shouting they want to get married. Some people are, in the older days in the Bible, although they live longer, but they weren't getting married as children. Children who don't know where they are going. You are 24 years and you are married. You say because it's good to give birth to children early, which is also correct. But your brain is 24. You don't know anything. And in your mind, you think you know. And how do I know you don't know what you are doing? Every advice given to you, you argue it. Every advice. Even if your mother advises you, you say, but mommy, but there is always a but in your life. That's not the characteristics of somebody who knows what they are doing. But you will never know, because you are going to argue with me again. It's your regular nature. You're arguing with me again.
I'm not arguing today.
Every time. Is this that's your own will, that's your own wish, that's your own angle, because you will never take instructions,
because you're always talking from your own perspective.
Exactly. But this perspective is 30 years older than you. This perspective has done things you only see in movies. This perspective has done what you will never even imagine being doable as a young man, and you are there, done nothing, and my perspective is now wrong. So it's God's perspective that you take, the God that you have not seen. You're not even taking God's perspective.
I'm taking God's perspective.
You're not. That's how you came yesterday and said you wanted to go and dash all your husband's money in joint account.
It's the Holy Spirit that told me that.
So God perspective. You see that? So basically, let the woman take things up as well, instead of you sitting down after. Because now if you have a child, that means you would have been married for about 3-4 years.
Yeah.
So for 4 years, you know you are going into a marriage. You can't go and learn how to cook. You just sit down and say, so what will your children be eating? They'll be eating golden more and indomie. Yeah. That's all you feed them. Juice and noodles and biscuits. You see that rubbish? Doesn't add up. So for your sake, even you, I'm sure she's tiny. Does she have is she curvaceous?
No.
She won't be, because she's going to be eating trash. She's just be eating junks. Instead of eating real food that will make you feel like an African woman, you won't be. Just go and learn it. It's easy. If your husband is not going to support you to learn, you two have sense and go and learn on your own. And it's easy. Men learn how to cook, women learn how to cook. Everybody can learn. There's nothing new under the heaven.